back to old school. Today, I want to get into part two of the series on boxes. I do believe wholeheartedly in them, not because I don't think we should go out and shop at local stores or do anything like that, especially after the isolation of COVID. I just feel like it can accomplish several things in regard to being a good steward. One, it can um, limit the amount you pick up at any given time, which I'm not necessarily a huge shopper or an over shopper, but still, when women get into cosmetic stores or beauty stores, and we start seeing all these great little packaging and oh, the latest and greatest, then we just start picking up stuff. And the next thing you know, your bill is up to a ridiculous amount, and you're not even sure if you're going to be thrilled with what you've acquired. So for me, the boxes like limit how many you get per month or per quarter, depending on how you do them. And then it also, in particular, with I do a Birch box, and I know that there are hundreds probably of cosmetic and beauty boxes that are out there. Birch is a little tiny box. You get 5 items each shipment, and they're miniature. Now, for some things, it's hard to tell, whether you like what they do or how they do it in the course of however long that little bottle takes. So those are the harder ones. Like some of the actual face skincare things, they feel nice, but most creams are going to feel nice at some juncture. It's whether the long haul is in there. So some of those aren't necessarily what I look forward to in the Birch box. I like to use it for things like maybe a lipstick or a shadow or a brow pencil or brow gel or something like that, because that little bit can help you, you can put it on and you can kind of see how it goes with the flow, if you like the color, if you like its application, if you like how easy or not it comes off. So I do like them for that kind of thing. Some hair products I have found that I liked. A couple of scalp treatments, a couple of pre-wash oils. I don't really do a whole lot of mousse. A couple of hairsprays were cool. They smell good. But to be honest, most of my hair care products I get from my QB Tracy. So I like going to the source. But this gives me an opportunity with these smaller versions to drill down. I go research the companies that make them. I know I want cruelty free and all of that good stuff, but I want to understand that the science of what it's doing either to my skin or my hair or my nails or my eyes or whatever it might be is good. It's good for me. So I really enjoy it because the Birchbox is $15. I could, get a decent sample, go check them out, and then go from there. And so that way you're not buying full size, because with a lot of beauty products, they're just like food. You can't return it. Once you've opened it and tried it, it's now done. So this way you get a little sample, you get a little opportunity to try. Another box I receive is Fabfitfun. And this one, you can do a little customization. I'm a quarterly person with that, just like with my Stitch Fix. I don't like to get them every month because really, frankly, in that particular box, there's nothing that's mandatory. It's just fab, fit, and fun. But I have actually been able to choose some very interesting things that let me try something out and see if I would like that particular line of either a fitness product or a skincare product. And some of the other things you get to like check out the material of, like when summer is coming up, there'll be like blankets that you can lay in the sand and aren't supposed to pick up all the sand or stuff like that. Totes. Then you get to kind of see, like the pockets and how it carries and if it's worth it for the size. So FabFitFun is it's kind of more of a fun surprise gift because because I'm seasonal, customize 3 items out of the 5, or however many it might be. So, with FabFitFun, you can choose many lesser priced items or a few high quality, more expensive items. So whatever you pick for that particular season or when you go into customize determines how many things you're going to actually get. And I will, in the second portion of this video, go over some of the boxes I've received and some of the items so you see kind of the general gist of what's going on. I won't make you sit through all of that because I've probably received 50 Birch boxes. I've actually put it on pause so that I can work my way through and make a determination about what I've already received. But still, financially, way less than going out and trying to experiment with the full size items, and also be able to get a handle on whether or not you're going to like it. That's just wasteful, and that's great. I have a bunch of girlfriends, and I could ask some of them, but a lot of people are doing these, so it's difficult to sit there and watch that waste, and I don't want to watch that. So the smaller tubes, you don't feel as bad if you're like, that's not so great, and you toss that one out. So we'll go over those kind of things. We'll go over how I research whether I like something to be on, in, or near my body, and I don't know if you're geeky in that way, and I won't drill way down into the science, but I think it is really important for you to research for yourself. If the pandemic has taught us nothing else, it's to do our own research, drill down into the science, and there are reliable sources that aren't ideology driven, that are truly trying to help you understand what is good for your body, for how your body operates, what is good for your skin, what is good for your hair, for how it is, and for what season you are in life, and potentially like how our hormone and chemical makeup is at this particular season. It does have a huge impact on our hair, on our skin, everything. So I love to utilize the small sample size and then drill down on the science and then make my determination of which ones I'm going to run out and get the bigger size. So we will go over Birch boxes and Fabfitfun and have some fun and let you see how those things roll. If you haven't had the opportunity to do them, I will love to, at the end of this video, show you how you can maybe get a referral. And I'm not sure exactly what I do or don't get with those. Maybe I don't get anything, or you can't get anything. But in either case, the recommendation will be laid. So we'll be right back with all of the products and some of the recommendations. From both Birchbox and Fabfitfun, and so I have stopped the Birchbox, as I said, because I have so many of them, and I'm trying to work my way through, kind of drilling down and seeing which ones I like and which ones I don't. And there's a couple that really stuck out, and I decided to go for it. This one is a lip mask. I absolutely adore it. I've now gotten it in the full size. I've ordered it from the company. The same with some eyebrow gels and things like that. That tends to be the wheelhouse for me with the Birchbox, and you can zero it down. You can tell them things like, I don't want hair products, or I don't, I want to focus in on makeup, or I want to focus in on skincare, or whatever it might be. I believe that's the same with others. I don't know. I'm not necessarily touting specific boxes so much as the idea of how the boxes, again, like I said, help you confine the quantity you bring in, as well as a smaller version so that you can kind of make sure that it's actually something that you would like to continue with. I just really enjoyed it. There's far more that I'm probably not going to use, but for the sake of those gems that I find, $15 a quarter to get a box and be able to test some stuff out really isn't all that bad. The full size on these things would cost well over that, and then you're stuck with something that may or may not have been your first choice. So that's what I like about it. Then with Fabfitfun, it's things like exercise equipment, like a beach towel. It's fabulous that the undercoating is a material that doesn't just like pick up all the sand, and so you can check this stuff out. And as I said, I do get to go on there and pick two ways. I get to pick whether I want a bunch of lower priced items or if I want just a handful of higher quality, higher priced items. And then I can go in and customize several of the pieces, not all of them. I customize a few, and then the rest of them are dealer's choice from Fabfitfun. And they really have sent me fun stuff. I'm not gonna say that every single thing that I've gotten is Fabfitfun for me, but it's still been like getting a little present and like having somebody, based on some questions I answered, give me some feedback. And because you can customize a little, you can make it so that you're not getting stuff that you absolutely wouldn't use, which has been the case for me. I haven't found very much that I wouldn't use in some capacity, or that I might even have a friend who would utilize it too. The things that I've gotten from them that I really liked, this is a hand moisturizer, and then there's one for your feet, and I love these both. They were so awesome, and they were relatively full size, which with Fabfitfun is the case. You will get a full size ones. You may get some small if you're getting a bunch of them, but if you've chosen to get just several high quality items, then you're going to get the full size container. I've gotten makeup setting spray. They sent this watch, and it's a Monroe. It's beautiful, and it's got the rose gold. And I'm not a huge watch wearer, but even kind of like how people wear glasses that don't need glasses, it's pretty, and it goes with a lot of stuff I have. So it's a nice little accent piece. They've sent jewelry. There's Kate Spade earrings. One of my real favorites is they're masks. There's a mud mask, there's a brown sugar scrub and mask, and they come with a little application brush and in little pods. And I love them so much that I went out and bought this, which was actually one of the separate ones I bought from the company. The one that came with Fabfitfun was actually 2 rows of these, just a tad smaller, the pods, but they were fabulous. I love them so much that I decided I'm snagging those. With Fabfitfun, they do tech things. I got a pair of the blue light glasses. They do, I got a little speaker that could take to the beach and could Bluetooth with my phone. It's just interesting. It's just fun stuff that you might not think of unless you were out somewhere where those little unique items are up at the front, where you do impulse buys or something like that, like Ross or some of the others. But this way you can just have a little surprise. You can get to try something out, and the overall seasonal box is like $50. I have a Michael Kors wallet that's $125 retail, and I got that in one of the boxes. And I really do like it. It's a great one for credit cards and your ID and just a little bit of money, and small enough that it will fit inside a smaller purse if you're like going out to dinner and you just want something that'll hold your phone and then your wallet. That is perfect for those kind of smaller purses. So you can get across the gamut with Fabfitfun. You get the hair care, skin care, nails, whatever it might be with Birchbox or the other boxes like it. It helps you be a good steward of where you're spending your money and not spending too much. And they're frankly just fun. So that's why I like them being kind of in the emotional quadrant, as well as in some cases physical and mental, because they just make sense and they help me feel better about me. So there you go. If you like what you're seeing in regard to like the boxes, as well as any of the other videos on my site, please hit the subscribe, please click on the like,
And you don't have to do the notifications if you don't like getting those, but all of it, as I've said before, is so helpful for me in my platform for forwarding the publishing of my book, and just connecting with those of you that may eventually find my book helpful. So I just love it. And if you want to know about how to connect with any of these subscriptions, leave a comment in the comments below, and I'll be happy to get back with you and let you know how you can do that. So this has been fun, and class dismissed.